Praise the Lord. We thank God for His grace and the blessings of God upon our lives. He has been merciful, He has been faithful. This is Pastor Edemadu, and I want to share the word of the Lord with you. I want us to pray together against what I call the spirit of Delilah. Now, I want you to read Hebrews chapter 1, verse 2 and verse 3. Hebrews chapter 1. But in these last days, He has spoken to us by His Son. When the Bible talks about the Son of God, it is the Son Jesus and the sons, children of God, believers, whom He appointed heir of all things, and through whom He made the universe. Now, verse 3, that's where my focus is. The Son is the radiance of God's glory and the exact representation of His nature, upholding all things by His powerful word. After He had provided purification for sins, He sat down at the right hand of the Majesty on high. My focus is that the Son is the radiance. Other versions say the Son is the exact expression of the image of the Father. Now, when you want to read the book of Judges, chapter 16, verse 19, you see Delilah lured Samson. Judges chapter 16, verse 19. And having lured him to sleep on her lap, she called a man to shave off the 7 braids of his head. In this way, she began to subdue him, and his strength left him. Then she called out, Samson, the Philistines are here. When Samson awoke from his sleep, he thought, I will escape as I did before and shake myself free. But he did not know that the Lord had departed from him. May you never be in this situation. What situation is that? Now, when you allow the spirit of Delilah into your life, what it does is that it shaves your hair. I read Hebrews chapter 1, verse 3, 2 and 3. The Son is the exact image, the exact expression, representation of His Father. Shaving your head is distorting the image of God concerning your life. That is why they say something the Lord left him. You are a carrier of the glory of God. You are made in His image and likeness. You carry His seed and you behave like Him. But the spirit of Delilah comes to shave your head, which is symbolic of taking away that image of God. And the Lord left him, and he couldn't function in power and in glory. He lured him. He sold him in exchange for money. And then he identified his weakness. And then Samson was subdued. He lost his image. He lost his glory. He lost his strength. And these are pictures of the dominion God has given us. He will make you bald, shave your hair. And when you lose the image of God, you cannot function in dominion. I pray that anything sent which looks like the spirit of Delilah coming to take away your image, may that thing be judged. If you meddle in the flesh, this is what you get. Because Samson invited the Philistines, which is a picture of the flesh, into his life. And instead of dealing with the Philistines, he descended into the valley. There was an exchange of the glory of God for money. He was lured to sleep. She identified the weakness of something and led him to lie down. Procrastination. You cannot move forward when you have the spirit of Delilah operating in your life. It is activated by Philistine invasion, and there was blindness to the purposes of God. This is what Samson suffered. I pray. The meaning of Delilah is to bring low, brought low. How do you go low? When the image that you carry of God, the glory of God drops. You are supposed to be a child moving from glory to glory, but the spirit of Delilah comes to bring you low. When you are low, you go blind to the purposes of God. You cannot see your way clear. And I pray this moment that every spirit of Delilah, anything that has been sent in the form of a human being, in the form of anything to bring you low, we declare judgment on that thing. We declare they cannot function around you. It may be somebody you've been engaging, they may bring you low. If you are meddling in the flesh, if you are captivated by the flesh, if you are swimming, wallowing in the flesh, it is likely that the spirit of Delilah will take away your image, and even though you may be a child of God, you will lose your dominion. Your life is supposed to move from glory to glory. But at this moment, I curse every spirit of Delilah. I judge anything that comes to take away your image. You are an image of God, and nothing will stop it. Nothing will distort the image. When they took Shadrach, Meshach, Abednego, they took Daniel, they resolved, they wanted to change their diet, to change their language, to change their name, and castrate them and change the image of God by giving them a different nature. But they said no. We will not succumb, we will not bow down to anything. We will not allow you to change the image that we carry, because we must take dominion. We must have our eyesight focused on the ball. May the spirit of Delilah be crushed out of your life. May every wind of Delilah, may you detect it. Anything that comes to lure you to lie on their lap, we judge it. You shall carry discernment enough to know what is coming. May you never expose your weaknesses to people. He said she spoke to Samson until Samson told her the weaknesses. Those who use your weaknesses against you, may you never expose your weaknesses to them. May God grant you grace to be as wise as a serpent. This is Pastor Edemado, and God bless you.